What's up, guys? You're welcome back to the spot, and we're still hanging out right here at Bow Concept in Lagos. Remember to join the conversation on Facebook, Twitter, and via email. You can also watch old episodes of the show on YouTube at youtube.com/EbonyLifeTV.
YouTube.
It's time now for a segment called The Spot of Music.
A spot of music.
The Spot.
A spot of music.
And today we're going to collabo, man.
Oh yeah, make we collabo.
Not that song, though.
No, not that song.
Yeah, it's the song by Davido and Mafikizolo
Yes.
called Chelete.
Because I always want to be like,
I feel like they just call the song Ladies.
Why?
Amalelele.
It's so
stupid.
reasonable.
Yes,
but
Yeah.
Chelete
So we're going to discuss the
means
video and the song, and
Yeah, it's like good life.
Good life.
Good life.
Welcome to the good
And
life.
the video,
kind of show that.
it does show that. And
Davido
It
definitely
showed-
showed that. He's
You
always...
showed good money. And we showed
because
good
it's
life.
all
Do
it
you know
is.
what it
It's
was?
all this. She's fanning herself with the wad of cash. They're doing the spraying the
Spraying.
money thing.
It was
like,
odd for me for
a lot.
Mafikizolo
To do that
because
sort of
I've
a song.
never it's just not how I envision their videos to be. Like I always I'm waiting for the color and just something cool and different.
And even their sound was different. They
Yeah.
just did a very
It was
upbeat
different.
sound.
and even the dancing, like
Yeah.
gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm trying to butcher her name.
Just saying clank clap.
Okay.
Don't try.
Her
This-
name, right? Her dancing, she was even doing like Nigeria. I was just like, is this you, girl? Okay.
Yeah.
It was very different. I liked it. It was a bright video. My favorite parts of the video was probably her outfit changes, her hair, her she had this
they
the
were
gold necklace that was like the ones that
The
go up
rings.
to here, like a big choker.
Yeah.
And like big glasses, and she was looking very cute and
Because
different.
normally I'm not a huge fan of the let's spray money, fast cars stuff. It gets very, very boring. I think that's why I really love Mafikizolo's videos. So it sat really well with what Davido's image and branding is all about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked it. For me, it was just really interesting. I had never envisioned if Mafikizolo was going to do a song with anyone in Nigeria.
Yes.
I would have picked 10 artists probably before I called Davido. So it was like, whoa.
Yeah.
And
But
I
it
was so
makes
curious
sense,
to hear it.
the
And
crossover.
it became a smash hit because I don't know how big. I think it was quite big in SA, but I know that Nigeria it really
we
did
love
rock.
it, yeah.
And it's still rocking even
Yeah,
the clubs
sure.
and everything. Yeah, so it was
Yeah.
good. And the video kind of helped it. It was nice to
Yeah.
see them, like you said, in a different light.
In a fun,
having
there was
fun.
a dance sequence. The
Yeah.
guy whose name I unfortunately
Yeah.
don't know right now. Yeah, he also did the dance sequence with the girls in the bikinis. I was like, okay, digging it out, whatever. He was moving, so that was nice.
It was a good song. I just don't know the meaning of everything they said. So
Yeah, we need to
yeah,
get
But of course we know the video's
subtitles.
parts. Yeah,
Get Davido's part.
yeah.
Yeah,
Let me see you wearing your waist and all of that.
Yeah.
the usual, basically.
Okay.
Good song, good video.
Yeah. All right.
Not bad.
That's our verdict for a spot of music. Okay, well, it's time for us to bring on our guest of the day.
Yes, it is.
She's tall. She's pretty. She has her hair in a bun.
She's smart.
No, she's smart and she's stylish, which is perfect for the topic of the day. But we're going to get to meet and get to know a little bit right now. The lovely Samantha Dimka, the editor-in-chief
of salvatave.com.
Hey, come on in, girl.
And she comes in her blazer.
I know, looking
Pop of
quite
color.
trendy. Hi.
This is your seat right here.
Thank you. Okay.
Nice. What color? What red is this?
I think it's called raspberry, but I'm not sure. But they'll
It
name
looks more
lipsticks
pinkish,
anything.
yeah.
Yeah, they'll name it anything, and you just kind of go, I like that color.
It's nice. It's nice. It would be nice on me.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about what you do in Style Vitae.
Style Vitae is fashion.
Okay.
Fashion, style, lifestyle, men's style, food and drink, because I like those things. Eating out, cooking at home. It's just kind of everything you think of when you think, I kind of want that, stylish life. And focusing on more the positive side than kind of,
Bashing people.
Bashing people. We don't
Yeah.
do that. We don't do gossip.
Okay.
will say, oh, she looked fabulous at that thing where that thing happened, and tell you what she's wearing and what shoes and what bag, but we're not going to kind of indulge in too much,
Yeah, nastiness.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why though? Okay, sorry, go on.
No, I was gonna say I don't know if you're gonna answer, but what did you think of what happened? Because you own a blog, obviously, and a lot of people's with
Is it
fashion.
a blog or a website?
People,
What would you like to
well,
call
it's
it?
a website.
Yeah,
it's a
but,
website. Yes, I apologize. Actually, I have to say it is a website because it's a business and it's what
Yeah.
you do. So yeah. So, but people rip content a lot.
Yes.
And I know that your content has been ripped off because I've seen it elsewhere.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I've
Yeah.
seen it. So, what did you think when the whole blog brouhaha happened? Did you think, yes, it's good for you?
Do you know, it's funny because before that happened, I mean, we are talking about Linda KG
Yeah.
and her site being taken down. Not long before that, she, bought an expensive car. It was
Yeah.
kind of everywhere. And I was one of those people who was like, she works, she makes money, she bought herself a nice car. Everybody just chill, live with it.
Yeah.
But then when, the brouhaha kicks off and it's about someone, saying that their content had been stolen, and there were more examples of her taking content from other sites and other people without referencing them, I started kind of thinking, okay, hold on, can't make money off other people's work and kind of prosper and admit, because I read it.
Yeah, she actually did admit.
She admitted that
yeah.
she was taking content without the proper process, saying that, oh, is she going to write to TMZ? It takes too long. Everyone does kind of share content, but you do have to say, I
came
got this
from-
picture from this site, this is the photographer. It's basic, if we want to call
Credit.
it journalism or writing or whatever, you learn, if you quote someone, you say who said
Yeah.
it, you say what publication you took it from. As you said, I've had content stolen and seen it on other sites, and let me tell you, your head kind of goes like, why would
How
you
dare
do
you?
that?
Yeah.
At least say where. But why are you saying your publication and you're copying and pasting?
Yeah. I think that's the biggest lesson for everybody in all of this, though. And I think hopefully things start shifting, at least for the major blogs that people visit a lot. They should set an example, I guess, for...
Yeah.
What makes me laugh is that outside of the online world, it happens everywhere. Like I remember recently, it happened to Zirale. He was at an airport. He traveled somewhere and he was in an airport and he saw a poster of himself.
Yeah, advertising something, advertising taxis.
something. I've seen Tiwa Savage on salon boards.
Yeah,
I've seen
Beyonce has a
has
salon in
brand.
Ikeja.
Beyonce
She
has a
just
brand.
doesn't know.
She's
I think
got a
Beyonce and
quality
Usher
brand.
are really popular for hair salons.
I've even
and
seen Obama.
barbershops.
I'm like, come on now. Barack does not have a shop in GRE.
Because anywhere else in the world, you would make tons of money off of that violation.
Yeah.
But we do need to take a quick break because juicy as things are getting right now. We're going to come back after this to reveal to you guys our topic of the day. Make sure you don't go anywhere.
They know the topic
But we already told them.
Welcome back to the spot, guys. Our topic today is trends and trendsetters. And we have the gorgeous Samantha, editor-in-chief of stylebatave.com
It's
in
a
the
website.
building.
That if you
It's
want
a
to have a
website. It's
fashionable life.
authentic. They don't play to rights.
Okay, Zainab.
Allegedly.
And Zainab has a, well, you kind of stopped, but you're starting again, right?
No, I haven't stopped. I'm just waiting for inspiration. Samantha's like, wait,
take you to
that email. You haven't responded yet.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes. So you're right. You've written for Style
Yes,
Batave.
yes.
Yeah.
which
Also,
is
have you?
a nice
I
experience.
do, actually. I contribute a few
Okay.
times.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, on the occasion.
I'm so glad you've admitted that now. It's like
But I
write
contribute.
Yes.
A follow-up email.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're talking trends and trendsetters. Let's define a trend and a trendsetter.
Yes, let's.
Samantha, would you like to start?
No. I mean, it's one of those things, how people always go, oh, what's fashion versus style? And, it's one of these things that, if you're interested in these things, it's kind of important. But, I mean, a trend in the most basic sense is just something that has...
In at the moment.
That's in, something that's kind of picked up, that was probably being done anyway, kind of has a moment where it kind of peaks.
Peaks.
And then, goes away. And that's fashion cycles.
Yeah. No, trendsetter is somebody
person
who
who
sets
pushed those
their
trends.
own trends.
Well, yeah, a person
Oh,
who leads
pushes
the
it.
way.
Who
Yeah.
leads the way. Yeah.
Who leads the way.
Where's
Fashion
that
or
crazy
ideas.
thing? And
I don't
we're
know if
all
we
like,
have if we have a lot of trend-setting
We certainly
fashionistas in the media and entertainment world. For me, in Nigeria, in Africa, I can pick people like, okay, for instance, we're talking about Mafiki Zola. I don't want to mess up her name.
Clan.
Clan. She's the trendsetter for me.
In what way?
Because she takes different, like really odd things and she makes them work to the point that I'm like, I want to try
That's
that.
for fashion now you're talking.
No, that's her style.
Okay, her style,
Yeah.
okay.
And
I thought we're talking
takes it-
trends generally, whatever it is.
Oh, okay.
And I think you can't talk about trends or trendsetters and not mention Don Jazzy on anything.
Well, yeah.
He can decide that, okay, you know what, relax is going to be the word of the year.
Relax.
And somehow he does it, and he's done it consistently, and he just coins something, and it becomes a
don't
thing.
know what Dorobuchi means.
Yeah.
No,
Do we care?
We don't.
We're like Don Jazzy said, Dorobuchi, so we're there.
So that's
Yeah.
it. That's what we're.
What's the song he did? Eminado. What is
Yeah.
Eminado? We still don't know what I mean.
Well, we do
Yeah,
now.
he gave us
we
a
know
definition,
now,
but
but
we're
it's
not
not
sure.
made
while.
up definition.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, he
they're
said
all
he
made
made
up
it up,
eventually.
but
A lot of
he
them
gave the
are.
definition. Now we're like, okay. Even my mom was like, oh, okay, is that what it means? I'm like, yes, mommy.
And even still talking about him starting trends, he was the person who I think pioneered this whole online competitions or
Yes.
online hashtags to promote your album or a single. A lot of artists do it now.
Yeah.
They have hashtags to promote a single or a movie or whatever
He
it is
started,
that's coming
was it
out.
Oliver Twist?
He started with Oliver Twist, yeah.
They did the dance,
viral
and,
videos.
yeah, the viral
And I know people do
videos,
things like
and
that, you
now-
know. I mean, Instagram makes it easier, so you just upload a 6 or 12-second
15
video or
second,
whatever
yeah.
it is. Yeah, so I think he does start trends and
Yeah,
he just
he
does
does.
something.
He's
and
very much so
initially,
a
you're like, what is he
trendsetter.
doing now?
Yeah.
And then in 3 days, you find yourself trying to participate.
Who was the one? Was he the one that did the sleep selfie?
Yes.
Yeah, he did
we
sleep
started
selfie.
that.
I was
He
mad
did
at him
sleep
for
selfie.
that.
He
I
did
was like,
Sulere.
Don Jazzy.
Sulere went on for like 2 months. I was like, I'm tired.
But Sulere is epic.
It was fun because
Yeah.
people really got into it, and it's
Yeah.
great because when you poke fun at yourself, it's when
Yeah.
everybody can have a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and everyone laughs at everyone, and
Yeah.
it's not mean.
There's what he did
spirited.
earlier, like towards the end of this year, that was really funny. My darling. She was single.
Yeah.
So it was like
I like
hashtag my
that.
darling. It was
And you
she was
put
single.
your
Picture of
darling.
you and your darling.
Yeah.
And it became funny because people started saying, I can see somebody's boyfriend there with someone else's darling.
Come get
So
your
he would
darling.
dance with, come and find your darling on my timeline. It was really funny.
Yeah.
Wow.
Love it.
Yeah.
Pretty good. But I think that's something about trends. They have to be accessible.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very true.
It can't be a trend if other
Like,
people
only
can't
4 people can afford it.
participate. Yeah, that's, you know.
It's like,
Yeah.
you know, everybody's wearing diamonds on their toes.
Well,
That's not
Can I get a cubic zirconia for the win? Come on now. Yeah.
I think that's also, since you're in fashion, that's maybe something we should talk about, how we don't have the sort of stores or lifestyle where you have like, you know, those retail stores that can, you know, mass produce things. I mean, you have the Rihannas, the Beyoncés who wear very expensive clothing. And these stores make versions
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
can become a trend for
Sorry.
everybody. But we still don't have that here, which
And
is
then
why you have...
the celebrities all do collaborations anyway, because at the end of the day, they know their fans are going into
To
the
buy,
the
yeah.
high street stores. So you
Yeah.
have
You have to
those
collaborate with these people. So
collaborations.
Rihanna for
A little
whatever.
bit, yeah,
you know.
Rihanna for River
For
Island.
River Island, and
Yeah,
Beyonce
Beyonce
has just
for
announced for
Topshop.
Topshop.
How far
Yeah.
away are we with that in Nigeria, you think?
A
We
while.
have Genevieve.
well,
Saint
Yeah,
Genevieve.
yeah,
You know what?
online,
They're not being
online
funny, but I
stores have
mean-
made it a little more accessible.
There,
I
there
think.
is
so.
actually I know a lady that's starting a shoe line. And what she's going to be doing is basically working in collaboration with different celebrities to design shoes.
Okay.
Wow,
That
nice.
you can then purchase. So
Oh,
she
so
does
it could be like
everything
the
from
Zainab and
the
you want to-
Zainab.
oh,
So it's everything
nice.
from flats to heels.
But like I said,
Where-
accessibility
how's she gonna
and
sell them?
affordability is
online
still...
with
Okay.
your Jumias, your Congas. Like she's got a great business plan.
Okay.
Yeah,
That sounds,
together
yeah,
already.
I think if people actually being able to get their hands on stuff, because I
Yeah.
think here what happens a lot is a lot of hype. So you'll see it on Instagram. You'll see celebrities
wearing
wearing
it.
them,
And then...
and then you're kind of like, oh, but
doesn't
who's actually
translate.
going into the store?
Yeah.
Who's buying
Yeah.
it? Where
Yeah.
can you go
Because
into
the truth is that a lot of these
store
things,
and
as much
buy
as you think they are not necessarily, affordability is very important.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
still a developing country where they're like,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
things for 10,000 naira for a lot of people are like, no.
Yeah,
But it might be
one
relatively
item.
cheap to a lot of people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then the mass can't access it. So for
'Cause
it to
if
be a
your-
trend...
I mean, if your priorities really are to
Yeah.
make sure that you've got you and your family,
taken
whether
care
it's
of.
nuclear or
Yeah.
extended, have a good meal. Maybe the kids are going to school, whatever. One item being 10,000, you can like. There's so many ways I can use that
Use that
money or
money.
contribute it to something
Yeah.
else. I'm just not gonna because that's just too
Yeah.
much.
So affordability is still, I think,
Yeah.
that's probably why
Big
it's still a long-term sort of thing.
Yeah, and I
it's not necessarily fashion's problem. It's probably the economy's problem, I guess.
Right.
Yes and no, because
Yeah.
I think a lot of fashion labels, brands in Nigeria tend to go for they're not actually thinking mass market.
Their market isn't even here to begin with. If you
A lot
ask
of
a lot
them,
of them, they're
yeah.
like, you know, people who I want to wear my clothes are not here. So they don't think retail.
Yeah, and I mean, it's fine. You're a designer. You know, you have the idea of what your clothes are about. You spend money making them. You know, you want people to pay what it's worth.
Yeah.
But it's kind of, I don't know, a little sad that there aren't people who are just kind of into it for, I just want everyone to be able to wear fashionable
stuff,
clothes.
yeah.
I think a few, you know, more and more online especially, and it's, I mean, here we don't manufacture anything. We have issues with, so that comes back to
Yeah.
infrastructure
The
and
whole
economy,
cycle.
because
Yeah.
until we can do that, can't afford to make things that people can afford to buy, and
Yeah.
it's this cycle.
cycle,
So.
All
I really
right,
think of.
well,
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Do we have
we're
time for a
good.
break?
Yeah,
Okay.
you can share your thought right after this. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're still talking about trends and trendsetters on the spot.
Welcome back, guys. You're still watching The Spot, and Samantha Dimka of Style Vita is still here with us. And I want to ask her sort of a fashion question. How do trends, I don't know how to even put this, how do trends get
Come about?
dictated, if you know what I mean? Because sometimes you watch, like, I don't know if it's African yet, but you watch a lot of these fashion seasons abroad, and they kind of say, okay, this is what's going to be blocks or check or whatever fabric is going
Plaid
to be
or
in for the
whatever,
next season.
yeah.
Yeah.
How does it happen that someone just says, okay, you know what, this season is going to be monochrome or something?
No, it doesn't just happen. I think that's the answer. It
Yeah.
doesn't just happen. With fashion, like everything is cycles, and then
Yeah.
they are doing it for seasons. So you're talking, you know, you've got winter and autumn, you've got
colours
spring,
that
summer.
are-
So there's already kind of an idea what works for those things. So lighter fabric,
Yeah, and
prints,
some things are
and
basic,
Color,
yeah. Like
pastels, and
Yeah.
floral will always be spring.
Yeah.
You know.
But then I think colors are different sometimes.
Colors as
Yeah.
well, like winter as well. It's more
Darker
darker,
colours,
your,
yeah.
grays and
Heavier,
Burgundy,
darker
darker
stuff.
heavy
aubergine.
material.
Yeah. And then what happens, interestingly enough, is then you get reactions from season to season where it's kind of like, oh, we did pastels, we're bored of pastels, so let's do, you know, bright neon.
Yeah.
And so it's actually quite organic how that happens. I think there is kind of a structure in place where you're thinking season by season. You're thinking, what haven't we done? You're thinking, oh, what's everyone else
would
sort of
shock them?
doing?
Yeah.
You know, so and each design house has their own traditions
Yeah.
and things they'll do year after year.
So
and
does
they
that
just
happen?
change
Does
it.
that? I mean, we have fashion weeks in Africa now.
Yeah.
Does that translate here? And another question I think we've even talked about here on the show is: do we have seasons here?
We designers design for a season in mind, but
I think just spring, summer,
as of
yeah.
the
You
average
mean
person,
literally seasons?
Yeah.
For
Oh,
fashion.
I did see. Oh, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I just remember. I remember seeing. Oh, I don't want to get it wrong. It was either Jewel by Lisa or Tiffany Amber. I think it was Jewel by Lisa because I believe she had. It was that time when she was still doing the sequin or what the bedazzled,
Yeah.
the
Okay.
beaded Ankara print,
Okay.
and she had trench coats.
Yeah.
So that's more autumny because trench coats are more autumn
Yeah.
winter.
I think
Yeah.
and
people.
she showed those, and she had some of those.
I think designers who have an international reach always bear that in mind
Yeah.
with their designs.
Well, if we're even talking Africa, there are parts of Africa,
Yeah.
Southern
Cold,
Africa and the
yeah.
North, actually do have almost the 4 seasons. If you
Yeah.
think about it, but I
Yeah.
guess in the middle, east to
and
west, we're kind of like.
we're a bit
Rainy,
Yeah.
dry,
rainy and
hot.
So, do the trends get dictated here as well, like the way it happens there? You think? No.
I don't think,
think
it
so. I
can't
don't think
really
it's
work the
as
same way.
meticulous,
Yeah, it can't because it's not that, you know,
Still not as developed.
it's not as developed.
Yeah.
There's not seasons to react to. Even though what I've noticed is there's been an uptake in designers doing resort.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, resort is a great way to kind of do summer all year long.
Yeah.
And you put it out in the later half of the year. And traditionally, it's for people who are, you know, in colder climates,
That
going
are
away on
going-
holidays.
yeah.
But chasing the
Chasing-
sun.
chasing
Yes.
it, I mean, isn't that the life? We're chasing it away here, but more designers I think are doing resort because that allows them to do something that works all year round, plus still appeal to international markets without having to go the whole way of doing an autumn winter collection that
It's not going to sell.
is not going to sell.
I'd say that the other ways that we do kind of get trends out there is by pinpointing certain individuals that help to carry that brand message. So you'll have you know, I don't know, Cavalli comes up with a new collection and he sends a bunch of stuff to Anna Russo, and you just know that everybody's going to see it and everybody's going to want it. And we do the same.
Bowman and the Kardashian family.
Yeah,
like,
so you have your music.
So it goes back to
Like
trendsetters.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we do the same thing here. Jill by Lisa has had, what do they call them?
Muses?
No, yeah, but she has a term for them, like Julettes or something like that.
I think
yeah.
that's Julettes, yeah.
Yeah, so, you know, we're doing similar things as well.
Yeah.
I guess that's how we push our...
So when we think about trends and trendsetters, there's a friend of my sister's or a friend of the family somewhere somehow that she's a trend forecaster.
Yeah.
And I was like,
You
That's
actually
her
study that.
occupation.
You can...
What do you
There are
do?
That's what she
degrees
does.
for that.
that's what she does.
When-
And you can be a trend forecaster for tech
Yes.
firms. You can be a trend forecaster for obviously for fashion, a fashion firm or a mass like
So
for
what
an
do you do
H&M or
exactly? You
or
kind of
a
tell them
Zara
what
or-
to
You tell them what's
work on.
going to...
What's going to be, what's going to
take,
yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
Because
Because-
I remember one of my friends studied fashion at London College of Fashion, and she had a module for trend forecasting.
Yeah, I think if you're going to do like fashion merchandising or stuff, you have to
Buying.
know.
You have to, yeah.
You have to know what you're supposed to look for. You have to have an eye for stuff because, especially for like the mass retailers, the way they manufacture clothes, some of them can say, "Oh, this is something that's new that we have. We can quickly go to Bangladesh and get the kids to sew it and send it to our
Wow.
stores." Well, that's what they do.
Lamide.
Or no, it's true. But some of them already know in advance
Yeah.
what they're going to be printing for, I don't know, 2-3 months down the line. So that's they
Yeah.
utilize these trend forecasters. I just feel like, did you all
an
have a
interesting
big
job,
meeting?
though.
Because somebody said blue is in, and someone says red is in. Who is winning?
I don't remember who said this to me, but they said that they do believe that there is a meeting that happened
Yes.
with your
Before, like,
heads,
fashion season.
No, like
Anna
they
Wintour and,
dictate
like,
because how can everybody say, oh, purple is the color? Like not everybody.
I
Karl Lagerfeld is not going to
believe
agree with
But
I
But
don't
it's
know,
an
olive.
industry. It's almost the same way you have like with smartphones.
Yeah.
Everyone kind of eventually ends up doing the same
same
thing.
thing, yeah.
Because
it's
one
what
person copies the other
sells.
person and they all just
Yeah, because they all have like
Because
people in all of
there's
this
a
place.
trickle
So
down
you're like,
effect. It depends on
Yeah.
what sells, and then if you think about the fact that it's also what's available. If you go into a store and there's 10 things to pick from, you pick one or two. You know, other people are going to pick, you know, depending on where you are, whatever, people who pick similar or different.
Yeah.
And then a trend is born. Or you have people who start wearing something that wasn't necessarily trendy a
And
certain
then
way.
become-
Everyone copies it because of who they are or where they are, you know, and then trends that are born just out of like people not having money. So
Yeah.
they're like, yeah, I'm just
I
gonna
just want to look like a ragamuffin today. Let's
Or
all
I'm
do
gonna,
it.
you know, rip up
foam
my
slippers
jeans and
Yeah.
yeah,
And then it failed trendsetters.
failed trendsetters.
I think some people.
The former Nicki Minaj comes to mind. I don't know what she was
Girl.
trying to do.
She was a wreck. And Kim Kardashian, before she got her style game together.
You think it's together?
No, but isn't that just also the
Oh,
time?
look, guys, it's time for a break. We'll see you guys after this. Catch us up on social media. We'll see you in a second. Welcome back, guys. You're still watching The Spot here at Bow Concept in Lagos. Hopefully you've been keeping tabs on us, joining us on the conversation with Sam here with Facebook. You can hit us up on Twitter. You can also, of course, check us out on YouTube and send us an email if you feel like it. All right, guys, so we're talking trends and trendsetters. And I thought it'd be good for us to go around and talk about trends we love, trends we hate, and maybe our favorite trendsetter.
Great, did you start?
Okay, sure. A trend I love.
Took that from her because I knew she was going to do that.
No, I know you. You're quite predictable. I already knew you were going to do that.
Wow.
A trend I love. It's actually one I'm wearing now. Crop tops.
Yeah, I think it's really in now. I see it a lot.
It's very in.
But you must have the
And
belly for it.
I was gonna say because you can get away with it. You're like,
Let me
yeah.
tell you that.
Because I've
let me
seen
tell
some
you that-
pictures.
Let me tell you the trend I actually like is a combo. So crop top and high-waisted
waist,
skirts
yeah.
or high-waisted something. Yeah. So for me, more the skirt than the pants, just because I'm slim. So I prefer skirts because it gives me a more, you know, whatever. But that's not the point. So that's the trend I love: the crop top high-waist combo. A trend I hate. Wow. A trend I hate, which I think a lot of people hate it still, is the guys in the saggy jeans. I just don't know why it's not over yet.
Is this still a trend?
I don't
The
think it's a
skinny-
trend.
how
the
is that?
skinny,
I think it's
but
more.
it just,
It's a trend with an
obviously
age
all
group
over.
now. There's a time when it was
Yeah.
like everywhere, but I think now it's particular age
How
group.
saggy?
who
The
do that.
skinny
Skinny
sag, as in the
sag.
skinny
Skinny
jeans, and
sag,
you're still
no.
sagging. I just don't
No.
get it.
Okay.
So I just I want it to be over. And a trendsetter that I love. Let me see. A trendsetter that I like in Nigeria. That I think she's very fashion sense, and I just like her style. Funke Fowler. Funke Kuku, I apologize, yeah.
Okay.
And she actually owns an organization called Dress for Success, which helps, they collect dresses and clothes and things from women, and then they let women who are less privileged come and pick out, so that maybe if they have job interviews or they need it, they can come and pick out clothes and things like that and get it. So yeah, but she's very fashionable and very stylish, so I quite like her style. Yeah. So
Trends I love. This is a bit of a throwback.
You're loving now. Okay,
I'm loving now, no. But what it is we've kind of gone full cycle, and it's kind of the grungy, not dirty, the check shirts,
So the tying of the checks,
the
grays,
the plaid shirts, the flannel. Like
Yeah.
I like all that cozy, comfortable. Throw it over, and the thing is, you can throw it over dressy stuff.
Oh yes, you can.
Work that more comfortable, but I still made an effort look. And, and I stole my mom's really old
vintage
Levi's
thing.
vintage shirt, and like any excuse, I'm like, oh, so comfortable. So that I love, though people keep it clean,
Yeah, don't look like you just...
It can be grungy, but
don't look
wash
homeless.
it. Yeah.
Don't look like you smell.
Trends I hate. I feel like there's something happening with turtlenecks trying to come back in.
Okay.
Yeah, no. I saw this.
You're not feeling it.
I'm not sure. I mean, I've seen your friend Kim
Intern.
wearing.
Not my friend.
Wearing, like a high neck top, sleeveless, and then with the high waist. So it kind of works for her because I guess I don't know. It kind of balances out everything.
Yeah.
But I just I'm just not keen
feeling
on the mock turtleneck.
Okay.
And your trendsetter?
Trendsetter. Gosh. If I'm honest, I can't here in Nigeria. I can't really think of anyone here because I kind of feel it's that problem of what's available and not. We end up kind of just more following trends than actually setting them. But if I was just thinking of.
It could be anybody. It doesn't have to be a Nigerian person. It could be an African or somebody who's,
This is so
okay, we'll come back to you.
Who? Rihanna.
Oh, okay.
She's cute. I mean, she's a good one.
I love the fact that she's kind of fearless. She'll try a trend. I like it. I don't like it. It works. It doesn't work. And then she moves on.
Yeah.
But she does have, that's her style.
Yeah.
Kind of,
risky.
So yeah, Rihanna.
Okay.
Trends I love, everything vintage.
Okay.
Everything mixing prints. And then trends I
don't
don't love. It's the bodycon dress. We need to kill it. It's the color blocking. We need to kill that.
Okay, I can agree with the color block, but bodycon. Let me have my bodycon.
I think some of us need the bodycon.
Some of us need the bodycon.
There are several other shapes that you can try. I just hate it when it's Friday night.
Hate it, love
and
it,
everyone's
hate
in a bodycon dress and they haven't done
bodycon
anything with
I
it.
despise it. And a trendsetter, for me, internationally, it's your Gwen Stefani, your Rihanna's, your Olivia Palomera. And then in Africa, Nigeria, I say this all the time, it's Eku for me, Eku Edua. I love how she puts stuff
together. I agree with you. I think she does an awesome job. Yeah.
Okay.
Trend I love and I've loved for a while is a one-button suit. It wasn't a thing about 5 years ago.
Okay.
But it kind of came in, like, I think the early 2010s.
Okay.
Yeah, and I love it. It's just clean and it's not too much.
Yeah.
What did you look,
And
well
you don't
put
have to
together.
wonder what to do with
Like, I can't imagine.
I tell you,
it's
because
two
people don't,
buttons.
I saw someone the other day, seriously, with
I've
3
seen-
buttons,
I've
and he
seen
had
pictures
the
of
top
myself.
one button. I'm like, why are you doing this to
Yeah, I've
yourself?
seen pictures of myself and I'm like, why? The button was like here. Don't do that to yourself. Now, trends I hate are patterned tuxedos. I cannot for the life of me understand why.
But can you do a pattern blazer?
Beautiful.
Okay.
It's a blazer.
Yeah, it's
It's
a
a
blazer,
fun
right.
thing. But if you're going to go to a proper, if you require a
Event.
tuxedo,
Yeah.
don't come
Clean,
wearing this
normal.
print. Then I want to play it up with a bow tie. No.
You say something about her print.
It's okay, print. It's not
'Cause I've
about
seen
you.
Yeah.
I mean, don't do that in a tuxedo. I just don't. It doesn't. And it's a
Okay.
thing here. It's a big thing in Nigeria. I see it a
Yeah.
lot. Yeah, I can't stand it.
Okay.
Yeah, trendsetter. I don't know.
All right.
Pharrell, I like Pharrell.
Pharrell's a
Okay.
good one.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shall we play a quick game?
Yes, we shall.
Can we? Do we have time for a game? Are you sure?
I think we do. We have just a bit of time. Do we? Should we do something easy?
Should we do concentration?
Concentration? No, no.
Go on then.
Okay, are you good at concentration?
No.
Okay, concentration.
Concentration.
Names of names of African fashionistas.
Fashionistas?
Yes.
That's
What's a
relative
fashionista?
now.
Hard.
I can call
How is
anybody.
it hard?
It
Okay,
is.
concentration.
Concentration.
Names of celebrities who have written for Style Vitae. Ready? Ebuka.
Okay, well,
I hate you.
you're out, I guess.
Yeah, you are.
Okay, well, looks like it's time for us
That's
to
why I
take
didn't say
a break.
anything, because I knew it was time for a break.
No, you didn't.
We're gonna come back and play again.
Okay, guys, stay with us. We're going to come back after the break and finish up on Game On. We'll see you in just a moment here on the spot. Welcome back. You're still watching The Spot here at Bo Concept in Lagos. And we were playing Game On before the break.
Are we still
so-
playing Game On?
Yes,
Yes,
we
we
are.
are.
Just one more round.
Yes, one more round.
2 more.
Concentration.
No.
Stop arguing.
Concentration.
Concentration,
That's what I have to do.
concentration.
Can I ask about the rules of concentration?
Okay, I say something, names of boys.
Okay. Yeah.
It goes around.
Why did I always think
you're
there
not
was a
allowed-
letter? Like you had to do it with a letter.
You
No,
can
you
sometimes.
can
Okay.
sometimes.
But, it would
But
be
then
too
again, you're
hard.
also not supposed to hesitate.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you
Okay.
hesitate
And if you
full
fail 4
time,
times, you
you're
do
out.
20 push-ups.
Those are our rules. Don't worry, we're not even going to play up to 4 times, really. So
Yeah,
no
so
one
yes.
can lose this one. All right.
He's like, yay. Concentration.
Concentration.
Names of. Names of websites in Nigeria that are fashion and entertainment related. Olori Supergirl.
Fashionvitae.com.
And I left all the ones for you. I can actually feel your heartbeat
I
from
was
it.
like, fashion.
I thought she was saying fashion dictator.
I actually thought she was gonna. I thought it was
In
fash she was
Nigeria.
gonna say.
No, that's not even, but that's not a
I don't know what it is.
They have a
blog,
blog on
right?
their
Do they have a
Quickly,
blog?
quickly,
Yeah,
quickly.
okay. Concentration.
Concentration.
Names beginning with the letter S. Samantha.
You never experienced it.
These are simple things. I'm not difficult at all.
Oh my god.
Okay, you get.
playing?
We're done.
Yeah, you
Oh, what-
you
what's
do
the
one
point?
more.
She
Yeah,
didn't get
I'm-
a turn.
Okay,
yeah.
last one. So you have
Do
to.
one. Do anything.
Oh, I have to do one?
Yeah.
Okay, concentration.
Concentration. Do a really hard one.
No,
That
Really
she'll feel.
hard.
no, just do whatever you like.
I'll do fashion.
Okay.
I'll feel this one.
Menswear designer.
Okay, go.
My.
Tom Ford.
Emena Gilda Zegna.
Wedge.
Say that, can
No,
I?
yes, you can.
Your staff are like,
You
no,
you know what?
He
It's
tried to go. He tried to go all extra and fancy.
Yeah, because I knew you were going to
And
solve
then
the same
on
mind.
yeah, I need
So I have
someone
to
to do
take
my
one
answer for. I was like, okay,
before
And you see,
that.
my mistake was in my head. I was thinking Nigerian menswear designer.
You should have said that.
That's what I meant.
It wouldn't
to
have come back to
say.
you.
Yeah, that was the whole plan.
all right.
Yeah.
Well, okay, that was a fun name.
That's
See,
all
that
right.
wasn't too bad. You didn't do too badly.
Yeah.
Just stop there laughing right now.
Well,
She'll be like, give me a list of male designers.
I'll just have to go into the office like extra stern. Like,
Don't watch the spot tonight, guys. All right. Okay, there's something I would like to do on this show, which is either share a pet peeve or a sweet spot. Today is a pet peeve.
Pet peeve.
Yes, and Ebuka has a pet peeve to share.
It's probably debatable, but I'm not a fan of people who are like chronic trend followers.
Okay.
Who just live by, okay, what's in now, and they kill it. Like until it's dead. Then they move to, okay, this is what is in now. I'm gonna now cut my hair, and the next year I'm gonna now blow dry my hair, and next year I'm gonna now color block with 8 colors. Like some people who just follow trends so religiously. You're like, do you have a personality? Do you have anything about yourself that's yeah? It's quite annoying.
Okay.
And they think they are actually like the business.
Wow, you're really quite
Business.
passionate about it.
yeah, I was gonna say this is a real thing for you.
He's really
like,
pressed about it.
I feel like I'm serving
Quite
someone.
toxic.
Yeah,
Yes,
you probably are.
I'm sure you
You
are.
know yourself.
Hey.
Yeah.
What's your pet peeve? Do you have a pet peeve?
Anything. It doesn't have to be
pet
fashion
peeve.
related.
I do, and this is probably gonna open me up to like people going on Style Vitae, like, oh, but I see a mistake. I'm like a bit of a
Typos.
Yeah, I'm big on like people. I mean, it's to me, it's like it's it's grammar, and then people say, oh, but English is not. And I'm like, if you're gonna speak a language, kind of try and
Use it properly.
use it properly.
Yeah.
And it's the lose mistake.
Things like that.
You
Or,
are.
Yes.
Those ones. I'm.
Oh, text speak.
Girl.
We could talk about
I'm
this
so-
all day
yeah,
because it's my
probably.
thing.
That's a
Probably,
topic.
because
That's
it's
a topic.
Yeah, no, like why are you abbreviating now? It's 3 letters.
NW. And then I put NW.
I refuse to
even that
succumb.
K thing. I use K ironically. I don't use it like seriously. Like
Every time I use K, I'm like, you're really gonna type K.
Some people now type apostrophe K. I'm like, that's actually because you have to press that shift.
That's
then
true.
I'm like, why don't you just type the O
And the K. Yeah.
Oh my
I'm
god,
weak.
drives me nuts. No, isn't it annoying?
No, it's incredibly
That's 3
annoying.
buttons.
It is
It's
3
incredibly
buttons.
annoying.
I'm too weak to.
That is a good pet peeve, girl. Because I know.
Especially with blogs and sites, because people go there to read stuff. And you're
Yes.
supposed to, I mean, I'm not saying teach me English, but I mean, I can get something. I
Yeah.
shouldn't be reducing my IQ because I can see the website.
All right. Well, on that note, we're gonna have to leave. Yes, we're gonna have to leave that there. You guys let us know what you think about today's topic and share your pet peeves as usual on Facebook, Twitter, and via email. Thank you to Sammy for coming.
Thank you for
to
having
hang out.
me.
That was fun.
Thank you to
Yeah.
Go Concept. And
TTYL.
we'll see you guys next time.
TTYL.
Bye.
Yeah, later.
Time for a selfie. Selfie for a selfie.
Got it wrong.
Are we ready?
Yeah. 1, 2. Why am I not ready? Oh, you look like me.
That's the best.
The Spot was brought to you by Amstel Malta.